Hello, travel bugs! Knowing these 9 things will make your Punta Cana vacation planning much easier, whether you are a Punta Cana newbie or an expert. Number 1. A more expensive resort doesn't mean it's a better resort. There are many resorts in Punta Cana to choose from. Choosing the right one can be overwhelming, and you may feel tempted to sort them by price to determine which is the best. Don't. Prices can vary significantly due to the seasonality and demand, and you could see a $500 per person per night price and assume it must be a great hotel, when in fact, it's not worth paying even a third of that price. We've been to 21 resorts and have reviewed and ranked them all on this YouTube channel and our website NittyGrittyTravelers.com to help travelers like you choose the right Punta Cana resort. We've stayed in resorts that we didn't like to later see them charging exorbitant amounts for what we know to be a subpar experience. We love the DR, especially Punta Cana, and hate to see visitors spend their hard-earned money in not-so-good resorts when for the same price or less, they could stay in an excellent property. Number 2. Hurricane season runs from June 1st to November 30th. Each year, between June 1st and November 30th, the Atlantic hurricane season produces tropical storms and hurricanes that could impact the Dominican Republic. While the DR is on the natural pathway of these tropical systems, a direct hit is not as common as one might think. However, even indirect effects like heavy rain or rough seas can affect your vacation in Punta Cana. The peak of the hurricane season is the months of August and September. This is when most named storms form, and their track is more likely to bring them closer to Punta Cana. We would not plan our vacation based on the hurricane season. Still, we would closely monitor the weather forecasts before and during our stay in the DR and get travel insurance that covers delays and cancellations caused by weather. Number 3. Punta Cana is more expensive from December to March. Whether you plan to stay at a resort or an Airbnb, expect to pay a premium if you come to Punta Cana between December and March. Punta Cana is a popular destination all year round, but demand rises during this time of year, which makes accommodation prices skyrocket. If price is the most important factor when planning your vacation, travel outside those months for a better chance of finding a good deal. Other factors influence pricing throughout the year, so it's not black and white, but generally speaking, you'll find lower prices between April and November. Some periods where prices are higher include school vacations, spring break, and especially Holy Week. Holy Week is the week leading up to Easter and is a major holiday in the Dominican Republic. Most Dominicans are on vacation from noon Wednesday to Sunday that week, and Punta Cana is a preferred destination, making prices soar. Holy Week falls on different dates each year, between March 22nd and April 25th. You can Google when it is on any given year to plan around it. Number 4. Try to avoid major Dominican holidays. Like Holy Week, there are other significant holidays in the Dominican Republic. In addition to pushing up the prices of Punta Cana resorts for a few days, they can also bring something you might want to avoid: crowds. Locals love to visit Punta Cana resorts whenever we can, and long weekends are the perfect time to do so. Try to avoid holidays that fall on a Monday and create long weekends. You can Google Dominican Holidays for any given year to make your plans, but please note that the government may move some holidays to the closest Monday to create long weekends. This makes it harder for you to plan ahead, but the website officeholidays.com does a good job of helping to figure out when those might fall. As a good rule of thumb, if a national holiday falls on a Friday or a Saturday, it will likely be moved to the following Monday. Religious holidays are very rarely moved. One holiday that does not create a long weekend, but you should avoid if you can, is Mother's Day, which falls on the last Sunday of May, and to a lesser degree, Father's Day on the last Sunday of July. Number 5. Some resorts are massive. There are many all-inclusive resorts in Punta Cana, and some of them, like the Hard Rock or the Barceló Bávaro Palace, are huge. These mega resorts require a lot of walking to move from place to place, so it's something to keep in mind if you have any mobility issues or are traveling with older adults or young children. Big resorts offer transportation within their property through trains or carts, but these can be few and far between in some hotels or downright useless in others. On the other hand, number 6. Some resorts are tiny. As there are massive properties in Punta Cana, there are also small and boutique resorts. We have nothing against small resorts. In fact, we love some of them. However, smaller resorts could get boring during extended stays since they have fewer amenities than their larger counterparts. If you're looking for a lazy, relaxing stay, a small resort might be a good fit. But if you enjoy a more active vacation with many activities and amenities, a larger resort is the way to go. If you're finding this video helpful so far, please give us a like, it really helps us reach more people on YouTube. Number 7. The pools and the ocean are hot during the summer months and cold during winter. This might seem obvious, but since you'll be spending most of your time in Punta Cana swimming in one or the other, it's worth considering. Now, when I say cold, I mean cold for my Dominican thermostat standards. When we visit resorts during the winter months, the pools and the ocean are too cold for my taste. However, what I consider cold, my friends from the Northern Hemisphere consider it perfect. On the other hand, during peak summer, the pool water gets as hot as a hot tub and is no longer refreshing. The ocean water temperature rises to about 84 degrees Fahrenheit or 29 degrees Celsius. For me, this is a perfect temperature to spend hours swimming in the ocean, but others find it too hot. It comes down to personal preference, so it's up to you to choose wisely. Number 8. Not everything is included in all-inclusive resorts. People assume that everything is included in the hotel fare because of the term all-inclusive, which is not true for most resorts. While almost every amenity is included in the regular price, some are upsells for which you must pay extra. For example, while restaurants are included in your fare, there could be one restaurant that you need to pay for. There could also be specific menu items in included restaurants that require extra payment, like premium steak cuts or wine other than the house wine. While some resorts like the Rio República and the TRS Cap Cana let you use spa facilities like the sauna or hot tubs, all services in the spa, such as massages, facials, aromatherapy, etc., require payment. Pool cabanas and Balinese beds by the pool and beach are usually paid amenities, and you must reserve them beforehand. While most sports facilities and day activities are included, there might be some that are not. These are usually premium attractions like this surf machine in the Royalton Bávaro. Number 9. Punta Cana has a seaweed season. Punta Cana would usually receive a small amount of sargassum seaweed each year until 2011, when this type of seaweed first began reaching the Caribbean in never-before-seen amounts. Punta Cana receives the worst sargassum influx in July and August, and seaweed season ends at the end of September. Most Punta Cana hotels now have dedicated staff picking up the seaweed from its beaches on a daily basis. They can do so with hand tools and even employ tractors to keep the beach sargassum-free. Some hotels do a better job than others, so keep that in mind when choosing your accommodation. Furthermore, many resorts have installed seaweed barriers designed to prevent the seaweed from even reaching the shore. Outside seaweed season, Punta Cana is virtually sargassum-free. You must understand that the sargassum problem is a naturally occurring phenomenon, and sargassum levels vary beach by beach, season by season, and even day by day. If you want to keep track of sargassum to plan your vacation better, we recommend sargassummonitoring.com. This website shows the beaches that are currently affected by sargassum. Now click on this video to see what we wish Punta Cana resorts stop doing.